You're getting there, Eustace. It takes time, I know.
So how's your day going, sir?
Yeah, no, back in the old neighborhood, you got on a trolley, you mostly didn't have seats. You kind of just all crammed in there and stood.
Oh, yeah, that's how it is. Well, and sometimes you have a little strap you can hold on to or something like that.
Well, yeah, if you're lucky, but usually the tiger moms are the ones grabbing those first. You can't really wrench them out of their hands until they leave.
Oh.
Something about a broad that's raised at least 3 kids, you know, they got sort of toughness to them you can't really match.
Huh. So have you not been in town for very long?
Actually, I just flew in about Tuesday.
Oh. Well, it's not been too long then.
Yeah, no, I finally got my first set of clothes that wasn't what I walked in here with.
That's nice.
There was some punk kid robbed my luggage when I first got into town.
No. Oh, that's terrible. That's not unusual, though. It can happen.
So, what does a lady like yourself do, particularly work-wise in a town like this?
Oh, I do a little of this and that, but my husband Eustace is the one that operates the tram.
Oh,
Pleasure.
So that's your husband over there?
Yeah, it is.
Married 60 years.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Eustace.
Pleasure. Well, welcome aboard.
My name's Elvini. It's nice to meet you.
The name's Antonio Maloney. It's a pleasure.
Antonio.
If there's a time to learn around here, I am one of many Tonys.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't met everyone. I meet a lot of people on the tram, though.
Yeah, no, I just happened to come across it by chance and figured I'd, maybe just take a little bit of a slow ride today.
Oh, sure. They say the electricity stays on the outside, and it doesn't come inside very often.
Yeah, there was definitely not an incident of electrocution where a clown got on top.
Yeah, there's a clown that roams the streets.
I seen the fella. He rides around on like a little donkey.
Yeah, his name's Brandy. Brandy likes to climb up on top of the tram. He's allowed, but not everyone is.
You know what? I saw a fella do that once back in the old neighborhood.
Yeah?
Climbed on top of it, right? He went and reached up for the cable. Next thing you know, they were scraping him off the side of the road.
You know, I don't trust electricity at the best of times. It's so new and they don't have everything figured out yet.
I don't know. I mean, what's more to figure out? You got the light bulbs. I mean, I'm not really sure much. You got the trolleys. What else could you possibly need to use it for?
Yeah, but it's also new. I'm used to all of the lighting being by gas power, not by electricity.
Well, yeah. You know what? Yeah, you're right.
I've heard that the electric lights can put out a kind of vapor that makes you sick.
Don't say.
So you're new to town. Did you want to learn something new about this town?
You know what? Sure. I'd love to learn something.
You want? We got a second. We're right here by the goose booth.
Hold up. I'm gonna move up a little bit. It's a little more difficult to hear you.
Okay. Elvini's going to tell you about the goose booth.
Just to the left of the tram here, outside the tram, is a little tiny booth. And the day that we arrived, we saw a goose go into that booth. It went through the open window. So we've been checking, and we found that there were babies in there. It's been having a nest inside of the booth. No one else uses that booth, so I guess it thought that it was a good spot to try to nest. Sometimes you can hear the little ones in there. They make a sound that sounds like a tiny bird.
You don't say.
Yeah.
It's called the goose booth now?
It is. That's what we're calling it.
So usually I got a story for just about anything, but I don't see too many geese.
No? Well, just stick around the booth. There should be one.
I saw, two pigeons fighting over a bagel once. It was about as big as either one of them. But as far as birds, that's about as much as I got.
I saw a tiny bird today in the town of Valentine. It walked the streets, but it wasn't afraid of anyone.
We also
Yeah,
saw a
no,
little squirrel too.
Them pigeons, they get pretty brazen back in New York. They'll walk right up to you, try and steal food out of your hand if you like. Well, if they're quick enough.
Have you ever seen a squirrel with a gun?
A squirrel with a gun? No,
Yes.
I have not. Actually,
Oh.
the 2 shotguns I currently possess are the only firearms that I've ever actually been in contact with.
Ah. If you go to Valentine and you go to the general store, you can tell them that you want to see the Squirrel Outlaw. They have a tiny squirrel that wears a hat and holds a gun.
And
It's very interesting. It doesn't look like anything else.
it's cute, but now it's disturbing now that I've seen it. If you put it on the nightstand and you go to bed at night.
You know what? I thought Armadillo was a strange place.
Yeah.
But, with all these stories I'm hearing from Valentine, yeesh, I thought the muck was bad. The animal life out there seems even crazier.
Well, we've questioned if there's an outlaw that's shaped like a squirrel. There should also be a marshal shaped like something. We thought maybe a chipmunk or maybe a possum or something. I'm not sure what, though. I didn't come up with the idea of having a squirrel that was an outlaw, so I'll leave it to the professionals to decide, I guess.
Maybe an outlaw or a marshal shaped like a cougar. Got plenty of those up there. You don't really want to mess with them.
No, you don't. That could work. Have you
I
heard
heard you
about
got bears around here too.
I've seen some black bears outside of the city, but they're not really aggressive. They're kind of scared of people.
Well, hey, that works just fine for me. I'm pretty scared of anything bigger than a third my size anyway.
There's a much larger bear that's over near the town of Strawberry. There's a carving of it inside of the Welcome Center.
It's huge. It's about 5 times as Elvani here.
Yeah, it's really, really big. It's a scary looking bear, but I'm sure that it's probably angry as well. It looks like it is. It has very large teeth.
Yeesh, you got monsters living out in them woods. I actually stopped by Strawberry first day I was here. I just kind of checked out the place. I got a map with my care package, and so I was just kind of, just checking out some of the local areas. But too far west, and I'm done. I'm not doing all that.
No.
Not to mention the only outfit I had at the time was all black, so going out in that sun was killing me.
So, what kind of work do you do?
Well, in New York, I was a lawyer. I already talked to the judge down here, and I got the green light to practice, but I, as of yet, have not seen any clientele list.
Well, it takes time.
So you're going to operate your own law business, huh?
Yeah, no, back in New York, I was part of the law offices of Maloney, and Maloney. So I figured I'd maybe open a branch out here.
And so it's going to be another Maloney, right?
And I'm Maloney.
Yeah. Until one of my cousins or my uncle or something come on down here, it'd probably just be the law offices of Maloney.
But that'll work. You gotta start somewhere. Just leave room on the sign and you don't have to buy another one. You just have to buy the letters.
It's very pragmatic thinking right there.
Yeah.
So what's your telegram? In case anybody's looking for a lawyer, I can direct them to your direction.
My telegram is AM, like the morning. Then it's 5749.
All right.
Did you write that down for me, Alvani? I had grips of the...
AM 5749. And his name is Anthony, right?
Antonio Maloney.
Antonio. Right, I have it. I was thinking Tony, but I wasn't sure which Tony. Antonio. Also, I don't know if you've heard, there's an interesting person, a man, that prowls the rooftops of Valentine, but he's kind of easy to spot. We heard about this on the tram ride. There was a lady told us about him.
A fella running around the rooftops?
Yes, he
What do you
chased her.
possibly have to do up there?
He chased her across the rooftops of Valentine, but he's easy to recognize because he's shaped like a cactus, she said.
Shaped like a cactus.
Shaped like a cactus, but I don't know what that is. I haven't met a person shaped like a cactus before.
I mean, I've seen some cactuses out
Yeah?
out in that Armadillo way, and let me tell you, I can't imagine a fellow looking like one of those.
No.
Wait, is he green or is he just like in the shape of it?
She said he was shaped like a cactus, but she didn't say what. She didn't say if he was green or... I have no idea. I didn't
it's
ask
like-
enough questions about this.
Yeah, no, I'm a little curious as it is now. Maybe my green coat will camouflage me from him, and he'll look upon me with favor.
Yeah, we hear a little bit of everything from different people that take the tram. You never know what type of story you're gonna hear.
Let me ask you, either you know an older gentleman by the name of McGray?
Rick?
What was the name?
McGray, he's a preacher.
Gray? No, I don't know that person. I
Okay.
bet a
All right,
Craig
well,
today.
I'll be honest, I'm a little worried about him because me and him went hunting and we both kind of got a little messed up by a cougar the other day.
Oh my,
Well,
where'd you find a cougar?
It was up north. We called it Brandywine. So anyway, what ended up happening was the cougar attacked him. He doesn't carry a gun on him, so I pulled out my double barrel. And, I fired off a couple of rounds. Cougar didn't much care for that, so he came and attacked me. All said and done, I get the cougar loaded up, and I noticed that me and him are both, scratched up pretty deep. My right arm was out of commission for a while,
But it sounds like you got the best of the cougar, though. It's not coming for you again.
well, yeah, I feel like the butcher got the best out of everyone. Really,
But did you save the
really
pelts
lowballed me
for
on
a
mine.
hat?
You what?
What'd you say, Eustace?
Did you save the pelts for the hat? You gotta have a prize, a hat or some.
Yeah, you always take the pelts, and then you can have something made to remember your victory.
Yeah, I was more trying to find enough money to get something to eat at the time. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. Well, yes, we understand that, too. I had to kill 4 wolves one time. There was 5 wolves attacked me all at the same time on the railroad tracks.
The 5th one ran in fear after she slammed 4 of them to the ground.
I had to stomp them. I didn't even have a weapon. I just started stomping, and I stomped 4 of them to death.
Well,
The fifth one ran away in shame afterwards.
Look, if I saw you stomp 4 wolves to death, I'd be running too. All right,
Yeah.
remind me never to get on your bad side.
No,
Anyway, so as I was saying with the story, I remember us getting almost to Valentine, right?
Yeah.
I remember I could see Valentine, but then I don't remember what happened. I was tired. When I woke up, he was gone. I didn't see him, and some mute fella, I think his name was Neverheard. Anyway, he was operating on me and some god awful smell. But I never I received a telegram from Mr. McRae, but
Yeah.
after that I tried to telegram him back. It
Hello,
said that
welcome.
the telegram wasn't in service anymore.
Oh
Thank
no.
you.
I even had a doctor after I took a nap and tried sending another one. It, the same thing. I even had a doctor try and send one. They said that they couldn't get the telegram. You know, it's I hope that it was just a case of telegram office being a little on the fritz and not something like they knew something I didn't. You know.
Mm. None of this happened over in Strawberry, did it? It all happened in Valentine?
Yeah. No. Well, all of the in-town stuff. You know, the telegrams and the doctor stuff.
We found a man one time on the porch of the medical office over in Strawberry, and Eustace had to apply some compresses and bandages and stuff. And the man turned out all right, but I think he was dazed. When he jumped up, he just ran away, and we didn't see him again.
Was
Yeah,
this
we enjoy
Tuesday?
this.
But
Oh
they was
no.
sad.
Oh, the kitty was running away. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to avoid the kitty.
I was talking about the day that you put the bandages on the man who was on the porch of the medical
Sunday.
office. Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday.
Yeah, that's sounds like a different fellow. Or
Probably
maybe
a
it's just
different
him from
person.
before.
We didn't get the person's name that used to supply the bandages to. We told them we weren't professionals. We're not professionals. We're gonna do our best.
At least it wasn't too bloody. I would have passed out if it was bloody.
Oh no, no, it wasn't bloody. Not bad.
Yeah, we enjoyed the tram, but Saint Denis needs some action or something.
Yeah, no, I've seen more danger in the past couple of days than I did in the entirety of my time out in.
What kind of
Anyway,
danger?
Where have you? Animals or people?
animals mostly.
Oh,
People, look, you know, you can get around danger with people. Like somebody's trying to rob you for 50 cents. You know, you just pass them 50 cents and you walk on to the next street. If an animal's trying to get something out of you, there ain't nothing you're gonna be able to give him that he really wants. You know what I mean?
that's right. Yeah. Makes me worried about that squirrel with a gun. You have to go to the general store in Valentine. Tell them you want to see the squirrel outlaw. They have it for sale, but it's $50. I don't have enough money.
$50. And just think, if you put that on your nightstand, what kind of nightmares you gonna wake up to the next morning?
Ugh,
Look, I tell you what, that's like a one of a kind thing, right? What
it
I'm
seems
telling you
like
is,
it.
you grab that squirrel, right? And
Yeah.
then you set it up at an auction. You advertise
Thanks
it
for stopping
over
in. I hope to see you
every
soon.
city. All right, you set it out for 2 weeks in advance. Make sure
Mm,
that everybody knows about it. Everybody's heard about it. Everybody knows what time it is, where it's at, what day it's at, and then you auction that thing off. Start the bidding price of $40. All right.
oh yeah. I didn't think of anything like that, but that's a possibility as well. Eustace, there's a cat on the tracks. It doesn't help. I can chase it.
It moved.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, it's fine. They got 9
I
lives.
think it was a rabbit, not a cat. It kind of had a hop to it.
So I got a little bit of meat from some hunting I was doing. Do you happen to know where a fella can cook that around here?
I do.
Like a
We're coming up to a spot right here.
We're coming up to the spot. If you exit the tram and you go into the open market right here, I can show you. I'll just show you.
I'll just wait right here and y'all can go over there.
It's easier to show you than to try to tell you where to go.
Yeah, I tried to explain to somebody where the police office was, but yeah, I figured the same thing.
Yeah. There's a whole stall over here. They're selling stoves, but they have wood in one of them. They don't mind if you do any cooking there.
That's awful. What's the word? Hospitable.
Yeah, see, they have a whole area here. I do cooking on this one right here, the one that's outside. That way, if it puts off any smoke or anything, it's not gonna smoke your eyes. Yeah, there's one right here that's pretty good for cooking. It
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
keep it hot all the time. Down there. There's a pump just behind the tram down the street a little bit.
Watch your step now.
I've got it.
Yeah, I saw there was right across from where we did the cooking. I found a water pump earlier today.
Oh, that's nice. I found that they have different flavors to them depending on where they are in town.
I've only ever been able to use the one.
Oh, well, there's different ones all around. They're down the edges of the streets. There's one coming
Oh,
up
jeez,
here.
I hit the wrong one, didn't I? Oh no.
Uh-oh. Yeah, some of them are warm and some are cold and some of them have a different kind of flavor to them. The best flavored water is in strawberry. There's a little pump there, but it's pumping some kind of really nice tasting water. It's very clean there. I wouldn't,
Yeah, well, I have taken note that the water is just about the only thing pleasant about strawberry.
yeah. I wouldn't drink out of the pump that's over by the stables here in Saint Denis. It worries me. I know the water's coming up out of the ground, but I've seen what the horses do on top of the ground. I'm not as inclined to drink it.
You know what? I get that. I get that. I feel like it would just kind of like seep through the cracks, you know?
Yeah. Some of the coldest water is just up the street behind me here. There's a little pump just up that road. And it's nice and cool there, but I think it's because the sun barely shines down that alleyway.
Yeah, it is a little bit cooler over that way over there than it is over here, you know?
Yeah.
There's a pump right there by the noose.
Oh, yeah. There's one just to the right of us that we're passing by. Oh, not that man with the horn.
It's better than the one that's training to play the horn up here on the left.
Ugh. I dislike unacceptable public performances.
Either you know how to play an instrument?
No, I never learned.
No, and now my arthritis has kicked in. I don't know that I can pull a string or two.
I had a piano when I was younger, but it wasn't real. It was made out of mud, so it didn't make noise. And then when I tried to play a real one, it didn't sound the same to me.
my granddad, he cared a lot more about, you know, the old country than my dad did. I guess
Yes.
because my granddad actually got to see it when he was young. So you know what he did was he taught me how to play accordion. I can do that pretty well, but you know it's just one of those things that never really caught on all that well at my house.
Some people have an ear for music, and some people don't.
I'll tell you what, I never once played the accordion in my ear.
Oh, it's probably a bad idea. There's not as many people here in this town as there are in some of the other towns. I found that Valentine's pretty busy. Strawberry's kind of busy too. But it's not as busy here. It probably is, but there's just so much space. Everybody's everywhere.
Yeah, it's like one man living in a palace, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of that way here. I do wish the food places were open more often. We have to leave town sometimes to eat. It's hard.
Yeah, yeah. Between the money situation and you know nothing ever being open.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
place, a nice place over at Valentine that does 4 stews for $10.
4 stews for $10.
Did you have a
But
horse?
yeah, yeah. Mariana, she's a bit of a rambunctious girl, but she gets me where I need to go.
Have you ever met the man that gives you the little jobs that you can do for him? You can deliver packages for him and he'll pay you.
No, no, I have not met this individual. Where exactly would I find him?
Ugh, I don't know where he is here in town. We've heard rumor that there's a person in town that does it as well. The man that we've met is over in Strawberry. You have to cross one of the bridges in Strawberry, and there's an area there next to the medical offices. There's a little water pump, and then when you're standing at that water pump, you can see a little stables there. There's a man sort of behind the stables. You gotta look. And he's back there. He'll give you a job that you can do. You can take a package somewhere.
Yeah, you take a package a short distance and he'll pay you like $6 or $10.
Just depends.
I'll be honest with you. I don't much care for Strawberry. It feels like yeah, like you know how most cities it feels like the city is kind of pushing into wilderness.
Yeah.
Strawberry feels like the opposite. It kind of feels like the wilderness is kind of creeping into the city.
I understand that. I heard wolves howling last time I was there.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna stay in a town where I can't even walk the streets at night without fearing for a wolf.
Yeah, you gotta be worried. Somewhere here in town, I'm sure there's a man.
You know what? Maybe he's by the stables as well.
I'm looking on my map. I have a lot of different things that someone's marked on my map. Trying to see where he might be. Oh, I see where he is. Do you know where the big stables are down by the water?
The one on the south end?
Yeah. If you look on your map, you'll see there's a large lake over there next to the stables.
A large lake to the yeah, directly to the west.
Yes. If you go south of those stables, there's a little building right there where they do stagecoach stuff. That stagecoach is where you can get jobs from to be able to go different places.
You don't say.
Yeah. You have to have a horse, though. And then I don't think anyone can go with you. It just has to be you and the packages. If you look on his piece of paper that he has, he'll show you the different rates that he can give you the jobs for. And then if you look really close at that piece of paper, you can see there's a map on there, and you can kind of tell where you get the package at, and then where you drop the packages off at. If you don't know where the areas are, it helps to look on his map that he has available.
Well, ain't that convenient?
Yeah. You can make $5 or $6 a piece for those.
Yeah,
And
Ethel said that you could do it like $10 in an hour.
yeah. And then somebody said if you complete all of the jobs that he has on there, he'll give you like an extra pat on the back, and you'll be able to do better jobs for him or something. I'm not sure how it
Ah,
works.
so like prove yourself, be trustworthy and reliable. He'll start giving you a bit more of the higher paying work, you know?
Yeah, he gives you a little bit better jobs, is what we've heard, but I don't know the truth of it.
Well, you have all been delightful.
Oh,
But
well,
I'm gonna
thank you.
go check on my telegrams and maybe go see about Mariana and maybe do a little bit of work.
Ah, sure. Well, it was very nice to meet you, Antonio. You take care out there.
And it was
Pleasure
nice to
meeting
meet you too as well.
you. Watch your step. I think I'm going to take the tram out of service, so if you want to disembark.
Going this way.